let's look closely at what we're dealing with today. We have some ugly marks here on the top box, then there is the big one here on the left wing, that's the most painful one to look at. And down here, the plastic trim is completely chewed up, so that needs to be replaced entirely. This is the aftermath of our Italian trip. I waited a few days for the Vespa to be delivered back from Milan, and the moment it arrived I called the Vespa dealership here immediately. So today we are going to fix these battle scars properly. For those of you who are new here, here is the short story. On a rainy day during our tour, just as we were leaving Tuscany, I lost traction in a roundabout. I slipped and slid with the Vespa across the wet asphalt for a few meters. Fortunately, nobody was injured, but the Vespa took all the hits. Now, here's the tricky part about owning a Vespa. Unlike plastic scooters, the body is a steel monocoque. It's one solid piece of metal. This means you can't just unscrew a panel and swap it. It requires real craftsmanship. Sanding, filling and repainting the entire section to blend it perfectly. It will take extra work. Since this Vespa is new to me, and honestly because I love this machine, I couldn't just slap a sticker on it and go on with life. I decided to go with a full professional repair, even if it meant paying a hefty sum, which I will reveal at the end. By the way, take a guess right now. What do you think it costs to fix this? Let me know in the comments. Heading to the service now. You usually see me riding on scenic coastal roads, but today, welcome to the jungle. This is Bucharest traffic. I tried to pick an hour when it's lighter, but let's be honest, in a capital city, traffic is always a factor. But this right here is why I advocate for the Vespa in the city. Look at this queue. If I were in a car, I'd be stuck, wasting time, burning fuel for nothing. But on two wheels, we are just gliding through. It feels like a cheat code for life. While everyone else is paused, you are moving. That feeling of fluidity is addictive. It's not just about speed, it's about flow. The Vespa is small enough to fit through gaps where big motorcycles might struggle, but powerful enough to get ahead when the light turns green. Honestly, once you get used to commuting like this, getting back into a car feels like being put in a cage. It turns a frustrating 45-minute commute into a fun 15-minute ride. I have to admit though, I'm a bit nervous about the repair. This Verde Bosco color is beautiful but tricky. If they don't get the shade exactly right, you'll see the difference immediately against the rest of the bike. But these guys are pros, so I'm trusting the process. here we arrived at the bike hub. Time to hand over the keys. Fast forward a few days and look at this. It's like magic. Honestly, it's like the paint and spray from GTA. No scratches, no dents, and the color match is absolutely spot on. You literally cannot tell anything happened here. The wing is smooth, the trim is new, the top box is fresh, she's back to her glory days. Now, are you ready for the painful part? The bill. For the bodywork, painting and parts, the total came around 600 euros. Let me know what you think and if you guessed it right.